How would you recap the last 2 hours, Jared?
In some ways surprising, and in other ways not surprising at all. What's not surprising is the players of the Astros apologized for a lot, but didn't ever say what exactly they were apologizing for. They offered no specifics, just sort of general remorse for something they did in 2017. What was shocking, I think, to everybody here was Jim Crane, the owner of the Astros, going out there and being emphatic about how he does not believe that this helped the Astros, that it had no bearing on them winning the World Series. He was asked to sort of elaborate on that comment twice in his press conference, and both times he just plowed straight ahead. So I think it is stunning that they're out here apologizing, yet there doesn't seem to be much sort of recognition about the championship itself, which is what this is all about.
Yeah, but Jared, is this owner delusional or lying?
He kept referring to Manfred's report, Commissioner Manfred's report, which said this, that, and the other. Well, all Rob Manfred has said is he's not stripping the title. He hasn't said anything about sort of the extent to which it helps. But look, they did this hundreds and hundreds of times over the course of the season. I promise you, if it were not helping, they wouldn't have kept doing it. That's just common sense.
Why didn't he punish his own players? You fire your manager and you fire your GM, and if this had no impact on winning the World Series, why were they fired and you did nothing to your players?
Yeah, he was asked about that a lot. He, again, kept referring back to Rob Manfred's decision not to punish players. But what I think rang hollow about that is that we know that a main reason why players weren't punished was because MLB made a deal with the MLBPA not to punish players so that they would be able to get players to talk. And we could debate whether or not that was the right decision by the league, but it's the decision they made, and I understand why they made it. So for Jim Crane to say, well, the commissioner said that he decided not to punish players, it's not quite as simple as that. And I think it's a fair question, and Jim Crane just kept saying, well, this is what the commissioner said, and I agree with him.
Do you think that Altuve and Reddick were wearing a wire or buzzers?
Look, I have no evidence to believe that is true. We've all seen that Jose Altuve video from 2019. It's really weird. But so far, that's just been the realm of conspiracy theories, and I have no reason to think otherwise. I will say, though, there's been a lot of weird things in this story that a month ago or 2 weeks ago I would have said it's crazy that turned out to be true. So maybe we'll find out different, but at this moment, I really have no reason to believe it's true. But it is a good conspiracy theory, though.
I was wondering if this owner, let's say his players were guilty of using steroids, would he have blamed the needle? Would he have blamed the doctor, the training staff? He wouldn't have blamed the players. He would have said, well, they were led down the wrong path or something.
Yeah, that you might be right. And the other thing he did a lot today was really put all the blame on Jeff Lunau and AJ Hinch. He said, well, I fired those guys. They were the leaders. They were responsible. But what he didn't say, those guys have bosses too, and their boss was you. Jim Crane is the owner of the organization. He made it very clear that he does not think that he deserves any sort of culpability for this at all. It's the people who just work directly underneath him.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV, stream for free on BR Live, or download the Dan Patrick Show app.